Hey kids, Inverted Cow here. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Can you wave? No. Wow, yeah, it looks like you're petting your dog. Okay, I have done is taken our mighty super vessel here, and I have explored around the area and found lots of stuffs. Yeah, I've also run out of gas. Alt. There we go. I found silicon, ice, uranium, nickel, silver, more silicon, a couple that were absolutely nothing, or duds. Silver, uranium. I found uranium a couple of times, and I finally, after about 4 or 5 hours of searching, found cobalt. In fact, I found pretty much everything with the exception of platinum and magnesium. So that was not bad. And I managed to limp this poor thing back here very close to where we had started. And I basically coasted as far as I could with whatever fuel I had, and that's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to cook up some cobalt here in one of these refineries and make up a finish off that grid. Now, I could grind this down and just pop this out and grind it and pop it, but I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. I also have found a few more of the space probes, and I got myself my level 1 grinder or level 2 grinder, whatever it is called. We're just going to take as much cobalt as give me as much as I can carry. There we go, good boy. Now, I started building this station here because of the ice iron deposit. But I'm kind of debating as to whether or not I want to move over to the one deposit that I found that was actually ice and uranium. Cobalt, silicon, ice, silver. Way over there. Silver, ice, uranium, and nickel in one deposit. It was actually a really nice field. The drawback, of course, is that one, and then the cobalt, which is the only deposit of cobalt I found, are kind of, yeah, it's going to take a lot of hauling. But I could very easily move this because it's just basically a couple of machines. And the only thing here is ice and iron, and I didn't mark iron on these deposits, but I did find some. And with the way the stones are now, iron is not something you actually need. Like, you don't have to mine it like you used to have to actually go and mine it. Now you just get it from refining stone. So what I'm going to do is switch back over to this, grab number 6. 6, please. The other number 6. That's the one. Figure which buttons you're pushing, cow. There we go. I want those. I'm going to want those. I'm going to want some of these. Probably going to want some of them. I don't know if I need them. And I need some solar panels. But what I had started to do here, no, up, that's the one. What I had started to do was set up the rotors and such for tracking the sun. I actually made please, if you will, GPS. I actually tracked 3 or 4 sun locations. Turn off these other ones. The idea is I come here to the center, and then I moved 100 meters out. And if you track them in sequence, 1, 2, and 3, it gives you a fairly good estimate as to the tracking of the sun. Using this as a point of reference, I could then go, okay, this is where the sun is tracking, and I realized I'm out of alignment with this station, which means I'm going to have to put 2 rotors on for the sun tracking program that I have to put in the sun tracking script. So that might be something I end up doing. Okay, I need how many solar cells? 32 solar cells. Should hopefully have charged enough of the batteries to make 32 solar cells. And it needs nickel and silicon. I don't know why I can't access the inventory, but I can't. Nickel and silicon. Oh, it's probably it's probably turned off. That's right. I turned off everything. I turned the lights off. I turned off the controls. I turned off stuff all over the place, trying to conserve fuel wherever I could to make this back. Literally, I had to stop and I mined ice for a while, just to have enough ice to run the hydrogen engine for a few minutes. So I actually took a chance with that. There we go. All this work just to craft a little bit of cobalt. So that I can make some steel grid. I need 10, I think. 4. Literally, I only need 4. Production. And I need 14 pipes. One, two, three, 4. I'll need a little bit more of the cobalt. Okay. There we go. And ta-da! We have unlocked the new blocks. We have to build this cargo box in order to build a conveyor, or in order to be able to build the conveyors. I need the conveyors to be able to build the thing that I wanted to do at the end of this rotor to set up the oxygen solar tracking farm. I still have to get the technology to build the programmable block and timer blocks, but as I said, I'm still seriously considering moving this whole assembly back to this one here. So we're just going to delete these sun tracking ones. I want to move back to this one with the silver, ice, uranium, and nickel because it's got, I found 3 deposits of uranium. Whoever said that uranium was hard to find, this seed has tons of it. It's the other resources that are hard to find. Like 1 deposit of gold and the cobalt. Like the cobalt was almost impossible to find. Silicon, I actually found a couple of them, as well as several of the silver. So we'll put this one back on HUD. And that's way over there, 11.6 kilometers away. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind this thing up. I'm going to shove it in my backpack here, and I'm going to haul it all over there. And we'll pick it up when we get over there, and we'll start setting up to make a base of operations over there. Because the ice I need ice and for hydrogen, and I need the uranium for the reactor fuel. I'm still going to need gold, which is over here someplace, and silver for the superconductor coals, and I need platinum in order to build any ion thrusters, and I believe also for rockets. So that's where we're at. We will pick it up as soon as I get all packed up and moved over there. So don't go away, kids. We'll be right back. Hey kids, we're back. I have made it finally over to where that deposit, asteroid cluster deposit is, and I've spent a bit of time and I've kind of aligned myself with the rotation of the sun. So the ship is in basically a north-south orientation, almost exactly square with the sun. I've just been doing that using the lines on the shadow here, and ever so gently just rotate the ship and keep the lines in line with the hull. I think I've pretty much got it down. Basically, I'll sit here like this and I'll let it track for a few minutes, and we'll see how close we are, but I think I'm pretty close now. And I'm just trying to make sure that the sun has fairly clear rotation. It was on the far side, Actually, it was down there when I started, so I've already let it rotate almost a complete revolution so far. It went past the planet, but the planet did not block it out completely, which was good. And I had to move back from those rocks because those shadows were actually affecting as to where I am building or planning on building. Okay, now let's not touch the damn controls again, and we'll be fine. I will take some steel blocks. I ground up everything that we had over there. That was a little bit of an adventure, but not entirely entirely undoable. It was just, it took some doing. Apparently, an unsecured station, if you bump it with a ship that has very little or no thrusters, can become quite challenging to chase when your ship only works in fits and starts. Keep that in mind when grinding unsecured stations in space. Anyhow, I still have my default color is a green color, which we're going to use. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come off of the ship here. Button 4, please. 4, 5. There we go. This keeps it in orientation with the ship. So we'll just come up a few blocks. And if I'm right, and I usually am, but not always, if I cut this bottom one. Okay, now this is a unsupported grid. Basically a fancy way of saying it's a floating chunk of metal. So let's secure this grid. Next one, that one's the one I want. Before we do anything else, see if we can secure this grid. I'm just going to take this over to the nearest rock, if you will. Uh-oh. It doesn't want me to place that because this is... Are you going to be that way? Are you really going to be that way? I'm catching the edges of this rock. I'm not entirely dug into it. I was kind of hoping it would give me a little bit more grab into it, but space engineers, boys and girls. Anyhow, that should now be fairly well perpendicular to the sun's rotation. So if I was to place a rotor, which I believe I had set in, whoops, shift 2, 1, 2, 1, rotor. Before I do that, I want to put a 4, yes, oxygen tank here, right? That's what this one was, O2 generator. Yes, okay. The reason I'm putting that is to function as a place to come back later and attach conveyors to. What I want to do is now put the rotor down, which is that. And now I should have access to conveyor. Throw that on our conveyor tube. Go grab some interior plates. And we'll come out 2, and we'll put a junction in. Now if I'm right on this, I can go oxygen farm has only on the bottom. I don't think it has a front or back on it so much, but we'll place this so that it is that way. We'll put another one down underneath. And then we'll go 3. There's 3. Unable to place the solar panel. Okay, can you place it this way? Okay, why are you letting me place it sideways but not forwards? It won't let me mount it sideways. Well, that's not very nice. I can't mount it there. Can I mount it on the top of it? Mount it there, but not here. Video game logic, folks. We love it. Yes, we do. That's why we play these games, because we love the logic. Can I put a armor block on top here? I can. So what if I do this? Oh, quit. It's a different button every bloody time. Okay. And then we go 6. All right, it'll let me do this. Okay. This one's on upside down. Well, one's on upside down. The other two are the other way around. So what we'll do is we'll grind that. No, just did it the same damn way the first time. Okay. Oh, hush your mouth, woman. We want there. Okay, so that's 3 down. And that's actually further than I had wanted it to be, but that's okay. What we'll do is we'll flip these. Would you be so kind as to please line up with this block? Would you do the same? No, of course not. Can't do that. All right, that's 6 solar panels and 2 oxygen farms on a single rotor. Now I can probably add a few more solar panels. The idea is, of course, is that the oxygen farms will stay in alignment with the sun as well and will continually produce a little bit of oxygen for us. Let's go recharge numbnuts here. Wow, we're going to need a lot of bulletproof glass. Yep. So that's going to be our starter. Speaking English today. That's going to be our starter for the base, if you will. we'll get this welded up, and then I'll get the refiner back up in here, and the assembler in here, and see what we can do with what we have. And then next episode we will finish securing this base for power, and we have to start exploring the sector here for magnesium and what's the other one that we needed? There was magnesium and pentaxid. Yeah, no. I can't remember. There was something else for the rockets, which I don't think I can build here. Silver we can get. Yeah, I'll need magnesium, and I'll need 32 times 6. 32 times 6 would be 100. 3 sixes is 18, so 180. 100 and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 2 sixes is 12, 92 of those. Can't remember how much bulletproof glass we're going to need. I'll grab that. But anyhow, I'll start cooking this stuff up, and I'll see you all in the next episode, where we will hopefully get the power up and running, and we'll figure out if we can figure out how to put in a script to track the sun correctly. I've already found the script that was recommended to me by Haladmir on his channel, and I'm going to give her a go, see if I can figure this out, because I haven't played with scripts in ages. So thanks all for watching, kids. Good night for now.